I just built a table entirely out of gummy bears.
I don't know much, but I know two things.
Regular coffee tables are boring.
What beats a boring coffee table? A coffee table filled with gummy bears.
After some quick research,
I have some questions of my own. Is a solid epoxy coffee table even possible? Will the epoxy melt the gummy bears? Or is it just gonna end up one sticky disaster? So let's find out.
First off, we need to gather the material. Table mold, epoxy, mixing cups, gloves, and gummy bears. Now that we have our materials, we can get started.
Don't forget your gloves. I always feel like a doctor. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty satisfying part. I kind of feel like a bitch.
So I started out with a base layer of epoxy so the gummy bears are not resting on the bottom and they're fully submerged.
3 days later.
Okay, so it's been 3 full days. Now it's time for one of my favorite parts. For the gummy bear. Okay, so this is taking way longer than expected. Just these rows have taken me an hour and a half. And the very last one. After 3 days, about 8 hours of laying gummy bears were done. Now it's time for my favorite part, the epoxy. So that's super heavy. So it's been about 3 days, it's completely dry. We're gonna take it out of the mold. Okay, so the mallet didn't work. Option 2. Time for the legs. I got white.
The edges of the table were extremely sharp after coming out of the mold, so I cut and sanded the edges so nobody would get cut.
So I didn't think about this, but I'm drilling into the gummy bears. That's not gonna hold the screw. So I might have to add epoxy. That is definitely gummy bear. So it's been 1 day later and they're completely dry. The table's finished. It's still insanely heavy. It turned out amazing. Thanks for watching.